in. So I think that is very, very good. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, everyone, it's no matter what you do, how you do is really important. If you're motivated enough, if you're interested enough, if you're passionate about what you do, so that is really important. If no, you will get stuck in the rat race, doing the same thing, just, again and again, and you will be frustrated. And I know that finally you will stop. But if you like it, when you love, even so with, despite all difficulties, challenges, you will keep going because you like what you do. So I think for every career, it's not only about teaching or any other career, it's really important to be passionate and motivated. And of course, it's like, because of this, I say, when you want to choose, I tell all my students, so especially youngsters, they need to, I don't know, so they have university and in future they need to, I don't know, choose maybe a good between different options. So I say that just try to choose what you feel actually really comfortable and what you love. Because I think so working and tiring and spending time with, in the field that you really love, you into, is better than earning money and actually on a field that you don't like and you need to stand, you need to tolerate. So maybe key secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. So yeah, it's good to hear yeah, you're sharing about your job.
Yeah, thank you.
And I think that uh, you are the first teacher that I heard with teaching with on passion,
Ah,
and
yeah,
so that
really.
is the reason why, yes. So that is the reason why your lesson is always interesting and very active. I think so. After
Thank
learning with
you.
you, I feel very I always feel very excited and have a lot of knowledge, and I am confident, more confident about my English after learning with you.
It's great to hear that. Thank you. It's great to hear that. But that was really interesting. You said that I'm the one. So yeah, I maybe the others are different. Yeah, it's like, yeah, when you enjoy, when you love something, and of course it's really good. Just imagine that you spend time with people who you really like to talk to. So I think really perfect.
Yeah.
Why not? So I think we need to try our best, whatever we do. So, and I think you do the
Yes.
same thing. Yeah, you spend a lot of hours with, talking and dealing with issues with customers. And I think it's really difficult. Not everyone can do it. So different people, different customers, and, rivalries. And, you need to stand all them. You need to manage and you need to control your emotions, feeling. So I think your job is really difficult.
Challenging. I think challenging KPI for sale always is challenging. But I think that I love it. Like your job, you love your job. I love my job. I also love my job, and I overcome the challenging. Whenever I win a deal, I win a new customer. I can convince new customer to use our product, our company product. I feel very excited and I feel very happy. So I think that yeah. So
Yeah.
whenever I overcome the difficulty, the challenge,
Yeah.
and obstacle to win the deal.
Yeah,
I
of
feel very
course.
I feel that I am mature in my job, and I love my job more. Yes.
Of course, definitely
Yeah.
agree with you. Just let me ask you something. So you said that your product, could you elaborate if you provide service or product?
Service in bank.
So service, it's not product.
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember that you talked it, I remember that you mentioned and you talked about your job. So you work, and bank. And I was like, okay, so what product could you offer? So this is service. So you provide people with your services.
Service.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Right.
Very good. Yeah. Okay. And now let me share the board. Let's see what we have today. Okay, one moment. Just let me share. Okay. Well, and 10 magically motivating words. Yeah, it's good. So I remember that let me check. No, here. Yeah, we listened and we discussed this parade. So here we talked about phrases. I'm not going to talk about them again. So you know that the phrases and the expressions that you can use to start to keep a conversation going. Okay. And now let's keep going with something. Just let me check this one. When you end and leave a conversation, it's polite to give a reason and to promise future contact as we discussed. Match the two parts of the phrases 1 to 5 to ATE, and then let's see. I think it's better to listen first and then you can match them. So one moment, let me share this audio and okay, 2.4.
As if I'm gonna have to continue our conversation, then my parking ticket runs out in 5 minutes. Can we continue talking later? I missed lunch because of conference call. See you later. So see you later. Because I really must go and speak to him, but I'll come back when I'll see them. Catch you
Yeah.
later.
Okay. 4.2. No, 2.4.
4.2.
2.4. Okay.
2.4.
2.4. 1.
Oh no, is that the time? My parking ticket runs out in 5 minutes. Can we continue talking later?
2.
Sorry, but I promised to meet someone in 10 minutes. But I'll come back when I've seen them. Catch you later.
3.
Catch you later.
I'm going to get some food. I missed lunch because of a conference call. So, see you later.
4.
Is that James over there? Excuse me, I really must go and speak to him.
5.
Look, I have a meeting now, but it ends at 5, so perhaps we can continue our conversation then?
Well, number 1.
Number 1.
1 is at the time. Which one? A, B, C, D, or E? Is it the time my parking ticket turn?
Yes.
Think about this. Yes. B. No, B.
I guess so. But it ends at 5, so perhaps we can continue then. B, letter B.
B, definitely, yes, B. Of course, my parking tickets runs out in 5 minutes. And can we continue talking later? Yes. Sorry, but I promised to meet someone to...
Number 2. You mean number 2, right?
Of course, number 2.
Number 2, letter E. But I'll come back when I will see them. Catch you later.
Very good. Number 3.
Number 3 here. Number 3 also. I'm going to get some food.
Yeah. So, C. I think this one makes sense. I missed lunch because of conference, so see you later because,
I understood now. I need to make From number 4 to
Of course.
number
Yeah,
5.
you didn't get the instruction. Yes, you need to match the first part.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I actually should have explained. Yeah, yes, you need to match them,
When
like, you know,
I
to make, yeah.
when I heard the conversation, it's a number 3, and I see in the screen it's the right sentence. So I think why I don't need to do anything. But now I recognize that I need to map
Yeah.
the number with
Of course,
the
you
right
are
letter.
giving reasons. You are giving, for example, when I say, I'm going to get some food, maybe it's not enough. It's not like, this is, for example, we were talking about something important and you said, suddenly say, okay, I'm going to get some food. And I'm like, what? What is this? So why we're talking? But when you explain that, sorry, I missed lunch because of a conference. So see you later. So I'm going to get some food. So here you are giving good reason. So this is a polite way to ask for leave and, for example, to leave a conversation. And number 4 is the James over there.
Over there. Letter E. Excuse me, I really must go and speak to him.
Very
Yeah.
good. Of course, D, excuse me, I really must go. Yeah.
Yes.
And look,
Number
I haven't.
A. Letter A. But we can continue our conversation then.
Of course, very good. So, but it ends at 5. So perhaps we can continue our conversation then, okay, after my meeting. So just that is really important. Let me say something. When you want to end a conversation, when you want to leave a conversation, that's really important not to interrupt. Like, for example, we are talking and you are suddenly I say, okay, is it James over there? It's not good. So first we need to put actually a stop point, and then I can say, well, is that James over there? So after that, I can give a reason and I can end the conversation. So it's like that when talking, I can't use these ending phrases because we are talking. When we stop talking, then I can give a reason and leave the conversation. Okay, well, and of course, all the phrases that I gave you yesterday. So we talked about them, how to end a conversation. And now, let's see. You are at a conference making conversation and you've spoken for 5 minutes and have run out of small talk topics. So let's see, have 1 or 2 minutes of small talk, then end the conversation. So how do you end the conversation? Okay. When, for example, you are at a conference making conversation, you have spoken for 5 minutes and have run out of small talk topics. You want to end it. What do you say?
Person making conversation. You have spoken for 5 minutes and you have run out of small talk is 5 minutes and have run out of small talk topic.
Yes. So for example, you have spoken actually this is a conversation, you have spoken for 5 minutes and have run out of small, talk topics. Okay. Now you want to end the conversation, of course, politely. What do you say?
I'm sorry, but the time is run out. So I need to stop here and we can continue at the next talk. At the next, we can continue our. If anyone have a question, please send me by email.
Yeah.
Can I say like that, teacher?
Yeah, of course. So
Yeah.
let me say, first of all, about the first one that you said running out of time. It's okay. You can say, but you can say this way. I'm sorry, but I think we are running out of time. So this is, yeah, this is better, okay? And for example, you can say, it looks like we've covered everything for now, and I don't want to take up more of your time, okay? But if you have any questions, okay, you can send an email or you can ask me via email. So this way.
Yes, take more.
Okay, so let me write here. Okay, yeah, let me type it here. Okay, so the first one. So
Sorry, but,
I think
the time is running now.
of course we are, yeah, running out of time. Or you can say that it looks like, yeah, we've covered everything.
Yes, it looks
For
like
now, of course, it means you discuss everything you feel like. Okay, and you say, I don't want to take up,
for now.
of course, more of your time.
Yes, very nice.
Well,
Yeah,
and if you
nice
want to, for
ending.
example, if you want to say that if you have any questions, you can ask me through an email. So, of course, there are different phrases that you can say again. But here, when you cover everything, actually, it's really good to suggest. For example, you feel like that, okay, I covered everything, I talked about everything, but that is really good. You're suggesting something. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, of course, via email. So this is polite and formal. So for example, but I feel like that, you know, it looks like we've covered everything for now, but if you have any questions,
But if you have any questions,
feel free, of course, to reach out to me via email. Okay. Or if anything comes up, okay, don't hesitate to email me with your questions, okay? If something comes up, happens, okay? Or you can always contact me by email. If you have any questions, okay, you can always contact me with, for example, by email. This one, you can always contact me, okay, by email. So, or for example, if, I don't know, anything comes up, don't hesitate, feel free.
If anything come up, don't hesitate.
Yeah, of course, don't hesitate to, for example, I don't know, to email me with your questions. All of them are the same, so it's your choice which one you want to choose. And that is really good to offer to suggest if people have any problem, they can contact you easily. Yeah. Okay, well, now you're just leaving work. Okay, so let's see. The second one, you're just leaving work after a long day when you bump into an old client in reception who just arrived to see someone else. The client wanted to chat, but of course you need to leave. What would you say? I think this is really good for your career because, you know, yes, sometimes it happens to you.
into an old client in reception who just arrived and see someone else. The client wants to chat. Difficult because I think that for how to say when you come into after a long day. It's nice to meet you here. But I'm afraid I need to go now. So may I call you later in your more convenient time? Okay. Can I call you tomorrow? Please give me
Of
your
course, but you know,
free time. Yeah, available times. I will call you tomorrow.
yeah, very good. So first of all, I'm afraid that was really good. It's great to see you here, but you know, I'm afraid I have to head out to leave. I don't want to say leave. I have to head out. I need to leave now. But of course, you can say if you'd like, okay, to catch up later, feel free to email me. Just email me, then I will talk. So this way is better, okay? Or I will, for example, so this one. But if you like to catch up later, I don't know, just feel free to email me.
Yes.
Yeah, it's better. So you don't want to talk, okay? Or I don't know, just for example, I'd love to chat. I'd love to chat, but you know, I'm just about to leave for the day. So this is like, you know, I can't talk more.
Yes.
So I'd love to chat, but about to leave, yeah, for the day. I can't, I
Yes,
need to
teacher.
go, just let me go. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. There are different phrases that you can use. Yeah. And let's see different conversation. And just let me say, I try to give you more alternative. Then you can use it different if you don't want to repeat the same phrase. So you have different alternatives and you can use them. And now the second one, the third one. You meet a work colleague by chance at the theater during the interval, and the bell for the second half has just rung, so you need to leave. Okay, how do you end this conversation? What do you say?
It's amazing to meet you here. Let's go to the let's go. The bell is ringing. The bell is ringing. So let's on the second half first, and we can talk each other there.
Yeah,
Can I say
okay.
like that?
Yeah, let me correct it maybe. First of all, we don't say it's amazing. Yeah, it's great is okay. It's more natural. So we don't use, of course, it's amazing can be used, but not for colleague. So when you see your best friend, wow, it's amazing to see. So this one is better because best friend, but colleague, of course, it's not amazing to see colleague. and about the rest of it, let me write. So there are different, okay, there are different phrases that you can say in this situation. Okay, it's, for example, it's great to run into you because you suddenly meet someone. So it's great to run into you.
It's great.
Okay.
It's great.
To run into you, okay, because it's by chance. When you see someone by chance, run into is good. It's great to run into you, but bills, okay, the bill's gone. So you can say, yeah, the bill has gone. The bill's gone, okay. So I guess we should head back, go back. So I think we should head back. When I want to leave, I say head out. When I want to back somewhere, I say head back. So for example, let's catch up another time. Let's catch up another time. Yeah, this one is good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, And the last one, you meet your old manager at your child's football match. You are with your family, so you don't want to talk for very long. What would you say? This is your old manager.
Football match. Yeah, with your family, so you don't want to talk for very long. Last time you teach me, it's great to run in you. It's great to run into here. Run into you here. To run
Yeah, of course.
into you here.
It's great to see you here. It's great to run into you. Yeah, of course.
See you here. To see you here. Great to see you here.
So you can say, why not? You can easily say, yeah, it's great to see you. It's great to run into you here. But I'm with family right now. But you can say it this way. I'm with family right now, so I can't chat for long. But we should catch up. We should catch up. Let's stay in touch. So this is really good. It means for now, okay, I can't, but let's make it later. So, or it's nice to see you here. Unfortunately, I'm with family right now, so I can't chat for long. Okay, but let's definitely catch up soon. So this one is better. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can say that.
I'm with family now. So let's.
It's great. It's nice. So it's your choice.
Yeah.
To see you here.
Yeah.
I'm with.
Nice to see you here.
My family. Okay, so I can't chat for long. This one is really important. Okay, but okay, for example, it's definitely. Yeah. Catch up soon.
Let's catch up soon. Let's catch up soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of
Very
course.
nice.
So it's maybe later.
Very
Yeah.
nice phrase.
Yeah, of course. And so let me ask you. So it's okay. You meet your old manager, and it's okay. And but you are not happy. Just you're not happy. Maybe just to catch up later. So it's like I don't like this old manager. Maybe okay. So. You can say how to end this, because I don't want to say really. Yeah, I don't want to say that let's catch up later. Okay, I don't want to meet you again. I don't want to see you. For example, see this manager was not really a good manager. Why? So I don't want to say. What other phrase can we say?
Difficult, teacher. Can you teach me?
Yeah, let me say, easily say this. Just easily. I want to give you really easy. So the beginning is good. Yeah, it's great to see you here. I'm with family, so I can't, unfortunately. So for example, you can add unfortunately. So you're not happy with the situation. Unfortunately, I can't chat for long. You don't say, but let's definitely don't say. You can say, but I hope you enjoyed the match. That's it. It means goodbye, go. But I hope you enjoyed, and and that person understand that you don't want to catch up later. Okay, but I hope you enjoy.
No,
Okay.
someone, so I try to hide myself from him.
And you can actually the best way, yeah, of course, because yeah. So it's like and intonation is really important. Intonation is very important here. So I'm saying that, okay, it's great to see you here. I'm with family. Unfortunately, I can't chat for long. Hope you enjoy the match. Bye. Just this. If I want to meet him again, I say, I would definitely catch up later. So this one. So it depends on the manager. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Very nice.
well,
Yeah, like
okay.
conversation teacher.
Yeah. Okay, very good.
It's difficult, more difficult. Yeah. I think that it's more difficult to end a conversation than to start a conversation.
Of course.
Right.
No, it's not. It depends. So if you feel like, for example, in my culture, it's really normal. So if you don't want to talk to anyone, it's really normal. You don't need to. But it depends. If you feel like a bit, I don't know, maybe uncomfortable, if you like really, I don't know, just comfortable and okay with that person, just, yeah, of course, starting something is easy. But how to end it without being, I don't know, impolite. So that is important. So sometimes, I don't know, people use some phrases that actually it's like, you know, they're a little maybe impolite, okay? So it's better to suggest some phrases to be polite, at the same time, good reason, and leave and end the conversation. So yes, you're right. Ending is more difficult than starting. I do agree. Yes. Well, okay. And now let's keep going. Do you have any questions related to this parade? So any,
So far,
no?
no.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about good structures. Indirect questions, negative questions, question tags or tag questions. Okay, when and how. Again, especially about indirect questions. So let's talk about them one by one. Especially about indirect question, that is really important in formal context, or for example, business language, or not only business. When you come across someone in the street, so you should be polite. I say, what's your name? What is this? What's your name? It's not polite. So I try to use indirect question. Indirect questions are more polite or formal version of direct. Direct is used for friendly, family, I don't know, like, you know, casual conversation. That's perfect. But for example, I want to ask you, where is the bank? And I don't know you. It's not really good. Just I see you, just, you know, I come across you in the street and say, where is the bank? It's okay, but could you tell me where the bank is? So, direct and indirect. Yeah. Direct is, where is the bank? Where is the bank? This is direct. Indirect start begins with another phrase. Could you tell me? Now, the second part, where is where? I don't say where is the bank, where the bank is. So I change the structure. Okay, where the bank is. Could you tell me where the bank is? For example, what does she want? This is direct. Do you know what she wants? I don't say what does she want in indirect. So direct say, what does she want? Okay, indirect say, do you know what she wants? So as you can see, in indirect question, I actually omit question words like do, modals, okay? I turn my phrase, my structure to normal. What she wants, what does she want to know, okay? So this is in indirect statement, as I told you, the word order, okay? Subject, verb, not verb, subject. Okay, so this is the way that you, and different phrases that you need. First, could you tell me, as you can see, I wonder, I'd like to know. May I ask? Okay, may I ask? And for example, we have yes, no question. That is really important. You want to ask a question that is yes, no. For example, does your friend, okay, come, or is she coming? Is she coming? You want to answer with yes or no. If, do you know, may I ask if, for example, may I ask, or do you know if your friend is coming? So for yes, no question, you can use if. Okay, for example, yeah, and I want to be more polite. This, yeah, of course. I want to be, I'd appreciate it if you could tell me, this is really polite. I'd appreciate it if you could tell me, and your question, okay? Would you be able to tell me, they are more formal, okay, for check information, so you can say, for example, why did she leave early? Why did she leave early? And indirect, would you be able to tell me why she left early? So, why did she, yeah, of course, leave early? This is direct question. Indirect, say, this is, would you be able, could you tell me, I want to be a little bit, just, you know, more comfortable, easier, say, I say, could you tell me, okay, or would you be able to tell me, okay, why she left? Because I omit, I remove did, so I say, why she left early. Do you know why she left? Or do you know why she left? Or may I ask why she left? So different phrases. It's your choice how to use them. This is about indirect question. So, for example, you want to say, what time does the meeting start? What time this is direct. I was wondering what time the meeting starts. So I was wondering. So, what time does the meeting start? Okay, and you can say, I was wondering what time the meeting starts. I omit, I remove does because I don't need it anymore. Okay, I was wondering. This is indirect form of it. Okay, may I ask, I was wondering, just, you know, I was wondering, not I am, I was wondering. I would be interested to know. It's too formal, but it's okay. May I ask is really good. I normally use, for example, what's your name? May I ask your name, please? Or what's your name? So that is really is. This way you can make indirect, okay? This is about indirect question. Now we have negative question. They're different. The reason that why we use negative, for example, I say, you like this movie, don't you? Okay, because I feel like that you like. Why I use negative question. Negative questions, there are actually the second part of questions. They are used to express surprise or confirm information. When I say, Kelly, you like this movie, don't you? I think you like, so I want you to confirm it. I say yes. Or sometimes if you want to show disagreement, you can use. And normally we have two different forms. For example, when I want to show, I say, let me write it here. Just let me erase the board. Okay. For example, I say, you are, for example, coming to the meeting, right? Then I say, aren't you? Aren't you? Okay, this, yeah, of course. Okay, I want you to confirm. Okay, and then I can say, this is a kind of tag, okay, but I want to change it to negative. I say, don't you, for example, don't you think this is unfair? So let me say something about negative and tag question. So tag question is a kind of negative because it can be. You know, for example, we say, aren't you? I'm adding a tag here, but it's also negative part. But if I want to make it totally negative, for example, don't you think this is unfair? You want to say, I want to show disagreement and say, yes, I do. So I think this is this, or for example, aren't you coming to the party? I expect you to confirm, aren't you? Or for example, didn't you like that movie? So I start my question with negative. Okay. Statement, negative. What is that? Don't, aren't. And for example, for different reasons. So here I say, the first one, let me confirm again. When you want state surprise, as I told you, or when I don't believe, really? You didn't like this movie? You didn't like this movie? I thought you liked it. So didn't you like? It means I thought you liked. So express surprise. Express surprise, or when you don't believe. Like, didn't you like it? It means I thought you like.
Express surprise. Express surprise, or when you don't believe.
Yeah, of course. I thought you liked. Okay. What happened? Why my camera? What happened to my camera? Can you see me? I can see myself.
No, I don't see you
it's
now.
okay now. It's okay
I see
now.
you now.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Of course. Okay. So this is for negative. Now, if I want to question, if I want to confirm, I say, for example, you like this movie, didn't you? So this is confirmation. I add a tag question here. So I will explain again. And then when you want to confirm information. Okay, you say, aren't you coming to the party? Aren't you? I want you to confirm. Aren't you coming? You say, yeah, I do. For example, I am, okay, I'm coming, okay? And when you want to share, actually, as I told you, disagreements. Don't you think this is unfair? Don't you think the food was awful? So, show disagreement. Different, actually, reasons that why we use, okay? For example, I want to say, isn't he your brother? I want you to confirm it. Isn't he your brother? Now, I want to add a tag. I say, he's your brother, isn't he? He's your brother, isn't he? So different, like between negative and tag question, we can use both of them when we want to confirm information. This is about negative. We have another, I don't want to make you confused, so let's practice them, yeah, because if I explain more, I think, yeah. So first, let's talk about indirect. Indirect question, okay? Look, the first one, which one, okay, in part one, let's see, which one is indirect?
Indirect.
Yeah, which one is indirect?
Indirect. Letter B, I'd like to know what time the next talk starts.
Perfect. Very good. Of course.
Letter E, can you tell me which room is the presentation is in?
Yeah, very good. Of course. And now, the next one, That is negative question.
Negative question. Let us see. Aren't they based in Italy?
Yeah. Okay. Aren't they based in Italy? Yeah, very good. Or didn't you work? Yeah, D. Yeah, of course.
For them at one time.
Very good, of course. So as you can see, do the question use the full or contracted form of the auxiliary? For negative, didn't. I don't say did not you. Of course, short form. Didn't you? Don't you? So we use short form. And of course, what phrases? As you can see, we have phrases at the beginning to make indirect. Tag question is really easy as well. Let me say, because we need to complete. I will explain again, don't worry about it. So let's talk about tag question. That is really easy.
Tag question.
Tag question has actually the second part at the end. Okay? Why? They're short questions. And if my statement is positive, for example, you are a teacher, aren't you? So aren't you? The first part is positive. I make a negative question. And you can't swim. You can't swim. Can you? So this is tag question. Tag questions are short questions that we add to the end of a statement to confirm, to check information. Somehow, as I told you, in one part, in one use, they're somehow like negative questions, but actually for different reasons, we can use negative. Here, for tag question, we use them to confirm. And what is this? That is really easy. For example, I say, you are a teacher.
Aren't you?
Aren't, I use exactly are, but negative. Aren't you? Aren't you? Now, you are not, you aren't a teacher. Are you? Because the first part is negative, I make positive form, okay? But just, I want to give you two special cases. Pay attention. I want to say, I am late. I'm late. I don't say, amn't I? It's not correct. When I say I am, tag is aren't. This is exception. Aren't I? Aren't I? I'm late, aren't I? This is tag question. Yes. Okay. And let's go. Let's go. I don't want to say, okay, how to say isn't go, hasn't go. No, I say shall we. This is tag question. Shall we? Let's go, shall we? So for I'm late, for example, I'm busy. Aren't I? And the point is here, as you can see, after are, I don't say me. This is subject pronoun. Okay, so she is coming, isn't she? She's coming. She is coming. Isn't she? So I don't say her, I don't say him, I say she, he. And when, yeah, if I have is or are exactly the same, I use them. I, for example, you will join. You will join. And tag is won't you? Will not. Won't you? I, for example, you work. You work. Okay, here, how can I make? Do you know what I need here?
You work, don't you?
Excellent. I need don't. If it was negative, didn't. If it was past, didn't. So this is all about tag questions, and we learned now. Do you understand? So is it okay? Could you get?
Yes.
Very good. Of course, you're smart.
Yeah, understood, teacher.
Very good. Okay.
I learned grammar. I learned this grammar point when I was at high school already. So
so just
now
I was like, oh,
very to. But I think that is good to be the very old lesson.
Yeah,
I think
of course, because you need them. Yeah.
Anything, but actually I can practice what I learned very little.
Yeah, it's like, because we need them. Some structures are useful structures for informal or formal language. So here, especially indirect question, it happens. For example, I think the most important part is this part, because normally people make mistake. And we normally, sorry, I'm late, aren't I? So it's really normal to say when you're late for a meeting, and when you want to say, okay, let's go, shall we? So they're new ones and you can use them. Well, okay, so unfortunately there is no time to complete the rest of it, but we skip this part and we will do it together. And you can do something, why not? Since we learned this one, you can, it's like a homework. If you have time, what do you think about doing this part and sending me your answers? Why not? If you have time. If no, we can do it later together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I think we will do it each other later.
Of course. Yeah, definitely yes. Yeah, of course. Definitely yes. Why not? Yeah, we will enjoy together. Why not? So, okay. Again, time's up and we need to go. And of course, just like always, great. It was great talking to you, being with you, and I really enjoyed. Thank you for being perfect and have a wonderful Sunday.
Yes, thank you so much for your lesson.
You're welcome.
See you next Wednesday.
Wednesday,
Teacher.
of course. Of course, see
Yes,
you. Goodbye. Of
goodbye,
course.
teacher.
Goodbye.
Thank you for your lesson. Yes,
You're
goodbye.
welcome. My pleasure. Goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher.